Sunday morning, everybody.
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning, people.
Are you done talking now?
Okay, hold on.
Where are you going with this?
Okay, here's where I'm going with this. You're a very bad director. That's us losing views right now because of what you just said. Oh no, we're back to you being mad.
It might open up your eye, your third eye.
Oh, it's going to open up all your eyes.
Wake up, America!
Good Sunday morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hi. So what are we talking about today?
You tell me. I'm no longer allowed to pick the subjects that we talk about.
You don't do the research.
No, I don't. I don't have time to do research.
So why are you trying to blame it on me?
I'm not trying to blame it on you. He's just like, it's just better if I don't know about it because then I'm more engaged. So you tell me, what the hell are we talking about today?
That's not how it goes. We were supposed to be, each one of us were supposed to basically find a subject that we thought was interesting and then I go from there.
I didn't have time.
I guess I will take on the responsibilities of finding certain articles, I guess, in the news so that way we have something to talk about since you do all the editing.
That works. I think it's a partnership. I think that's the way it should be.
Okay, but then you can't get mad at me over the whole editing process.
I don't get mad at you.
Because there's sometimes that you're like, oh, well, you know what? I should teach you how to do this.
I should teach you how to do it.
No.
You should know how to do it.
No.
What if I'm sick?
If you're sick, then I will film like we did that one time, or I did that one time completely by myself, and then I will drag your sick ass out of bed. You can edit it, because I don't know how to do any of that shit.
It's super easy.
When it comes to computers.
Anyways, what are we talking about today?
Anyways, talking about technology and everything, there's that new aging app that everybody has got a hard on for.
Yeah, I haven't tried
It's a really
it
cool looking app.
Your sister actually used it, I think, and she sent me a picture of herself. Yeah, but I haven't downloaded it.
They do a good job, but there's a problem. The problem is it's through a Russian-based company.
So is that a bad thing? I don't know.
Well, yes, it is, because from what I understand and what I've read, and this fucking show of ours is actually making me have to read.
Unfortunately.
Induces headaches for me.
I love reading.
Yeah.
I love books.
You're a fucking nerd. But anyway, so from what I've read, that when you get this app and you're using this app, that they are able to access your media files. And they're able to take the pictures.
Like your social media files or just your
I'm assuming the media files that are on your phone.
Oh, why would Russia want that?
Well, I don't fucking know.
That's strange.
But they're able to get into your phone. But if they're able to get into your media files, there's nothing that would probably keep them from getting into your other personal information.
Like your bank files and stuff like that?
Right.
On your
just
phone.
because it says, I don't even know what it says because I don't have it.
Here's the thing. Most apps that you install on your phone can get into any of your media.
Well, it says on there.
Yeah,
it says it needs access to this, and this. And you can manually go. I guess
my question is it just because it's coming from Russia we should be concerned? Or, because most apps...
Well, kind of. Because, if it's an American-based company, I'm pretty sure that you could tell them, hey... And I'm pretty sure you can get a hold of these guys and say, hey, don't use my stuff. You know what I mean?
I don't think so. I think once you sign it, you agree to...
But it's also fucking Russia. So, if they're like, yeah, go fuck yourself, then what's stopping... you can't do anything about it.
But what exactly are they going to use? I don't understand.
Okay, so...
What should we be afraid of?
So here's my thing. Number one, if they're accessing media files... then there's nothing else. There's nothing stopping them from accessing other information that you have, personal information about yourself.
So you're not like a
maybe
spy.
Bank stuff. Well, no. But
what does it matter?
Okay, well, you wouldn't just hand this information out to anybody.
Well, clearly we are.
But that's what I'm saying, though.
Are we not? Like, whenever you download a game, they ask you, can I access this? Can I access this? Can I access this? You hit yes, you agree to it, so you're essentially saying, go ahead. Just have all my information. So what's the difference between just any old thing and the one that's coming from Russia?
Because if Russia accesses your fucking files, right, and takes your personal information and puts it out there, you can't stop them from doing so. It's fucking Russia. It's on the other end of the fucking planet. But if you basically, if there's a organization here in America or company, I should say, that comes out with an app and they're leaking your personal information, they can get fined for shit like that.
Can they?
They can. Well, look at Facebook. Facebook's
that's
getting
true.
bitch slapped right
Yeah, there's
now.
nothing you can do in a different country.
There's nothing you can do in a different country, so
Right.
they can get actually sued, class action lawsuit,
Here in
whatever.
the United States.
Yes. Now, say you have like private fucking photos that are on your phone.
Right.
What is stopping Russia from basically being like, oh, we're just going to go put those on adult sites?
Oh, that's true.
So,
Depending on
like the companies
say,
here.
like an employee that gets pissed off that's working there says, now I have all the access.
Or just them.
Yeah.
Or just them. Basically could make, I guess, money off of maybe videos or photos that are on your fucking phone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Really, they do a really good job. It basically makes all the Kardashians look like they don't have makeup on. That's really what they look like without makeup. They're fucking hideous.
The Kardashians are not hideous. They're actually very beautiful people. It's just their souls are not beautiful people. Let's just say that.
Their souls are not beautiful people.
Yeah. They're not. How do you what am I trying to say?
I don't know what you're trying to say, but what I know
you
for
know
a
how
fact,
like when somebody's really, really pretty on the outside, but on the inside they're not pretty, so that makes them not so attractive. That's what they are. Like they're like
useless.
Well, I mean,
in my eyes, they are famous for nothing. And they contribute nothing.
I mean, most YouTubers are famous for nothing. But literally, they're only famous on YouTube. Because if you go outside of YouTube, people don't know who they are. Like, you know what I mean?
No. Oh, who?
Like YouTubers. For the most part, if you're not on... There are a lot of people...
Pretty much 98% of the population probably uses YouTube.
But there are a lot... But still, there's so many people on YouTube that I still don't know certain people. Like, I don't watch everybody on YouTube. There's millions upon millions upon millions of people that download YouTube videos.
I understand
including us. So,
but what I'm saying...
even if that person is famous to a certain audience, they're not famous to all audiences, is what I'm saying. Now, when it comes to people like the Kardashians, they are famous to all audiences. Including, like, outside of a certain realm. You know what I mean? It's not just... us here on YouTube. They're famous everywhere.
Yes, but I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying. It's more like it's like a household name. Everybody knows who it is. YouTube, there's just so many creators and stuff that they're only famous to their niche
followers.
market or whatever.
Right.
Whoever's like, oh, you know, that's who I watch majority of the time.
Right.
I get what you're saying there, but they're worthless fucking people. I'm sorry. There's a lot of worthless people out there, but there's two different types of worthless people. You got the worthless people who are basically just kind of like, I'm going to milk the system and basically have everybody do everything for me.
Right.
And then you have these people who were basically made famous for no fucking reason. Right. Because of maybe a famous relative
but that's our fault as a society.
Exactly.
We made them famous. Like, if everybody stops following these people and stops paying attention to these people, they're essentially trying to rip them off because they're making makeup that's so expensive and people are buying it and it's not good.
You would know about that.
I don't buy it. Because I tried a couple of their stuff and I was just like, it's not worth it. So I just gave up on them altogether and I could give two shits about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I just, if people like, here's the thing. We as a society can make somebody who they are or not make somebody who they are.
Make them or break them.
Right. So if you don't want to make somebody who they are, then stop bringing them up. Stop following them. Stop acting like they're something that they're not. They're literally human beings. Like, we're all just human beings. Just because one person has more money than the other doesn't make them any specialer. Just because somebody's on TV or on YouTube doesn't make them any specialer than the person that's sitting there watching them. Right. You know what I mean? It's us that make them that way and make them feel like they're better than everybody.
Well, and it's not just that, but then they start... They basically now...
They now think that they're better than everybody.
Yes.
Yes, like you were telling me the other day what she was calling up the president of the fucking United States and asking him to let somebody out of jail in a different country when we have people here in our own fucking country that are in jail for no reason at all.
Yes.
Like, why is that famous person that's in jail in Sweden or wherever the fuck he's at?
He's in Sweden.
Any more important than anybody here in the United States? He's not.
Now, here's the thing. She, and it's mainly Kim Kardashian who I really have a beef with.
Yeah, because she thinks she's a fucking lawyer.
Right? Well, it's not just that, but she needs to just, you're making all this money and everything else. You're ordinary. You're not extraordinary. You're just ordinary. Okay? You paid a lot of money to make your body look like a fucking uterus. Basically. I'm sorry. It does.
She has a beautiful face. Let's just say that.
That is not a normal
can we just
human
say that
figure.
Kim Kardashian has a beautiful face? Her face is... It all depends on who you're asking because you don't think she's attractive whatsoever.
It drives me nuts.
I know. But I think that she has a very beautiful face. Her body, on the other hand, is a little off to me. Like, the way... I mean, I'm just saying. Like, I think it's a little off. I think it's very weird that she's putting out that persona to young females to have them go and get all this weird shit done to their bodies. And then, you know, in 5 years from now, people are going to find it to be extremely odd. And people are going to be moving on from that. You're going to have all these weird figured women out there because they're following somebody that, you know what I mean? Just because she's a millionaire doesn't make her important.
No, it doesn't.
You know?
But on
just
top of that...
Just because her husband fucking sings songs doesn't mean he's important. You're making them that way.
But anyway, the whole family gets under my skin. I'm not gonna lie, they get under my skin.
They're fucking smart people.
I don't find them entertaining.
They
took their money and they took their money and then they branched out.
You got to admit that's a
They're
smart
entrepreneurs
thing to do.
when it comes to certain things. I'll give them that.
It's fucking smart.
Okay, I'll give them that. But on top of that, if you want to be an entrepreneur, that's fine. Fine. If you want to take money and you want to invest or create a company or a brand based off of your basic, given popularity, so fucking be it. If that's what you want to do, great. If people want to buy it because they look up to you, whatever. They're dumb, but whatever. That's fine. But when this kind of shit starts happening, which
she can get people out of jail.
She got some woman out of prison who committed a nonviolent crime. It was like a drug crime, and she was in there way too fucking long. She shouldn't have been in there. She served her time long ago, and it was brought to her attention, and she got this woman out. Now all of a sudden she thinks, "Oh, I can get anybody off. I'm the best fucking up and coming lawyer this world has ever seen."
It's because she believes it. She believes it, and people believe it too. Here's the thing: it's mass hysteria. That's the thing that happens.
Okay,
whether it be in a good way or a bad way, if somebody believes it enough and other people believe it, then it will be it. And that's just it. And that's how we are as a society. If somebody thinks you're a bad person, then everybody, and if somebody famous or somebody with some kind of clout says, this person's a bad person, then all of a sudden you are a bad person. If somebody thinks you're a great person, then all of a sudden
you're a great person. But what I'm saying is this woman that got out of prison, and this happened a while ago. So
she should have been out of prison.
She should have been out of prison. I'm not saying that well, what the fuck are you getting her out for?
Yeah.
She should, what the hell? You know what I mean? But now, she's like, oh, I'm going to become a lawyer, but I'm not going to I'm not going to law school. Fuck no. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to basically.
But she's going to do this.
I'm going to apprentice under other lawyers.
Right.
It's not a tattoo shop. Okay. Right. So,
I do agree with that.
Go to fucking school. You have the money. You have the time.
She has enough money to do it.
We watched the last video, and you always say that I talk over you. You talked over me 98% of that whole video.
Because you don't have... This is just not the Mitch show. I should be able to talk.
Yes, I know, but I'm still trying to get something through, and you're literally jumping right...
fucking get it out.
Okay, so what I'm saying is she's not... You have the time to go to law school. You have the money to go to law school. Any law school that you want. Obviously, you can just buy your way into fucking colleges now. So go to fucking school. You have nothing but fucking time, and do it the right fucking way if that's the way you want to do it. This whole apprenticeship, and then I'm going to take the bar exam, and I'm going to basically be a lawyer now, is fucking bullshit. Now, if you're fucking famous, like that rapper is that's in Sweden and in jail, she's like, oh, I'm going to make some fucking calls. I'm going to make some calls to the president because my husband, he likes the president, and the president likes him, so I'm going to make some fucking calls, and we're going to get him out. So she made some fucking call, made the call to the fucking president, said, hey, he's over there, and that's not right. You pull some strings and get him out. Get him out over there. So fucking Trump basically called up the prime minister of Sweden and was just like, so you got it, ASAP Rocky over, a horrible Trump impression, but we got one of our guys over there, and we like him back. And basically the prime minister is just like, oh yeah, you're not calling your own country, asshole. This is my country. And guess what? In my country, he ain't fucking going nowhere.
Well, you can't start a fight in another country and expect to be, just because you're famous in America, that you're going to get off. Like, this is what we were talking about a while ago. Like, people in different countries think we're fucking nuts over here. Because we are. We do the stupid, like, we fight with each other. We cause, like, stupid shit to happen. We do all this stuff. And then when we go to other countries, we think that that's okay. We think it's okay to do that in other countries. You can't do that kind of shit.
Yeah, we can't be over there in another person's house swinging your dick around.
Right, it doesn't work that way.
Don't work that way.
Yeah, they're going to put you in jail. And he deserves to be in jail. Don't start a fight with people in a different country and expect to get off just because you're famous in a fucking America.
Yeah, not just that, but they have cops over there too. You can easily call law enforcement over there and be like, hey man, these guys are giving us a hard fucking time.
Right.
We need you to kind of get them the fuck away from us. But as to what you were
saying, she will become a lawyer. It's going to happen.
If she becomes a lawyer, if I ever fucking ended up in fucking jail and then they were like, hey, we got your lawyer.
Well, I mean,
and I was an innocent man. I was an innocent fucking man of the crime. And they said, hey, we got your fucking lawyer. I would be like, oh yeah? Who is it? It's Kim Kardashian. I'd be like, fuck it, I did it. I did it.
But that's just what I'm trying to tell you. It's going to happen. It's going to happen because she wants it to happen. She has enough money to do it. She has enough clout behind her to do it. She has a bunch of fucking idiots that follow her and think she's fucking God's gift to I don't know what. So it's going to happen. Now, whether or not she's going to be a good one or not, neither here nor there. We'll find out, I guess.
She should be making fucking calls to like famous fucking people.
Right.
Our high up people, you know what I mean? To do all of our fucking dirty work. And we're probably going to get a lot of hate because a lot of people fucking love these people for some fucking reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're probably going to get some hate. But you know what? I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I don't care either.
Because guess what? If you like something, there's always somebody that doesn't like something.
Right.
I don't get the fame around these people.
Right.
And that's just it. I don't think that it's right.
People follow them and make them rich. They're not really doing anything to support their communities.
And not just that, but I don't think that it's right that there's another famous person who's in jail for doing some dumb shit in another country, right? And because that person's famous, this person's like, oh, I'm going to call the most famous person in the United States, which is the president, and have him get him out.
Right.
Now, there's other people that are probably in jail in other countries who are probably there for very small crimes or no crimes at all. Right? And you don't see, and they're probably hitting up the embassies and everything else saying like, hey, get me out of here.
She's not trying to
get them out. Trying to get them fuckers out.
She's trying to get this guy out because he's fucking famous, and that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think it's bullshit.
Yeah, if you're going to do good, do good.
Yeah. Don't
do stupid shit and then expect people to follow you. But you know what? People are going to follow her because they're just as fucking stupid. It's the truth.
Sheep.
Exactly. They're very much sheep, and that's just how it is.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yes.
It pisses me off, and it's just
who we have become as a society. We follow around the people that everybody follows. It's stupid. Why do it? Why? Just be your own self. Be your own person.
Right.
You do not need to follow the same person that everybody else is doing it just because they're doing it. If you can't be your own person, then why the fuck are you even here?
Right.
That's just how I see it.
I totally agree with you. Plus,
for the most part, I go against most of what everybody else goes for.
I mean, you did watch them for a small stint.
I did watch when they first came out. I was like, "This is cool," But I also, when the real world came out, I was watching that shit too. You know, I do follow.
That was actually more entertaining than those fucking idiots.
I mean, I did, but then after a while,
saying.
I was just like, why am I still watching them? Like, they're doing absolutely nothing. You know what I mean? It's just like, it made no sense to me to continue to watch them. But I'm not going to say I did. I did follow for, and I actually did like them there for a while. But then as I, you know, realized these people are idiots, why am I still watching them? Then I stopped watching them. You know, am I going to watch them if they're on TV and I'm bored and there ain't shit on TV? I might catch a video or a show. I would rather read a fucking novel. You should. Read a novel. It's good for you.
And you know I hate reading.
But as of right now, the things that I watch are I do watch a lot of fucking, what do they call it? Trash TV. But it's like
reality TV.
Yeah, Dance Moms. I love watching Dance Mom. I love watching, you know, 90 days. Fiance, 90 Day Fiance, or 60 Day, what is it?
90 Day Fiance.
90 Day Fiance. Married at First Sight. Love that show.
Entertaining.
You know, those are the kind of shows that I watch.
Kardashians. Not entertaining.
No, not anymore, they're not.
Not entertaining at all.
No. It just, for me...
Your name got famous from a fucking murder trial.
Right.
That's where your name got famous from.
Well, no, yeah, that, and the fact that she made a porn, but, you know...
Yeah, then your mom fucking basically... puts out your fucking porn tape. Yes, her mom is like managed it, and basically you can't have that out there. If you were like, hey, this tape is getting released and circulated, and it's of me, and I don't like it, then you can literally and legally have that taken down. That shit got just made into DVDs and shit.
It's still up.
Okay, it's still up.
Right.
Her mom's the one that pimped her ass out. So you got basically fucking famous. Your family got famous off of a fucking double homicide and porn. Bravo.
Well, maybe that's why she wants to be a lawyer, because her dad was a lawyer and she feels like she's
fine. Follow your dad's footsteps, but do something. But but don't fucking make calls to the fucking president and say, "Hey, get my buddy out of Sweden."
That's not how you lawyer.
Get the fuck out of here.
You do the job. You have to do the job. Like, do good. If you're gonna do something. And that high of a standard, at least do good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's not going to happen.
No, it's probably not going to fucking happen. But it's disgusting.
But baby,
and it pisses me off.
These are people that are spending millions of dollars on just fucking bullshit stuff when the fucking world and the United States is in poverty. Like, they're driving hundreds of $1,000 vehicles and they're going to restaurants and spending $10,000 a night, when the person outside is making $5 an hour and going home to a fucking box. Like, these are these kind of people. I'm not saying that they have to give to these people, because God forbid, you know, I say what you do with your money. But I mean, they don't have compassion for the people around them.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, if it's your money, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
But they don't have compassion for people around them. They don't. Like, they'll just drive straight by people that are laying on the street. You know what I mean? Or people that are struggling. Like, I don't know what these people do with their money. And I don't know who they donate to. But for the most part, rich people, like really, really rich people, donate their money because it gives them a tax break. And that's what
we're talking about. When we say these people, we're talking about people who have a lot of influence, who are fucking financially set throughout the, you know.
Right.
There's a lot more you can do. And I'm sure that they're probably like, well, we fucking, you know, we donate a lot of money to certain organizations. It's all tax break.
They have to donate.
That's what it is.
If they don't donate their money, they're going to be giving a lot of their money to the government. And it's just better for them to donate to companies.
Because number one, it gets your name out there and makes you look better in the public eye. Right. And on top of it, it gives you a fucking huge tax break from the fucking federal government. Do you really think
that these people that are passing by people that are homeless every single day are thinking to themselves, at the end of the year when tax season comes in, I'm going to go and give to these people? Because if they didn't have to do that, would they actually do it?
Oh, well, they do it because it's on camera. So I'm sure that they're like, you know, my heart bleeds for these people. Get
just
the fuck
like all
out
the people that did
if your
bad
heart
things on
bled
YouTube.
for these
Just
fucking...
like all the people that did bad things on YouTube. What was the first thing they did?
They'll apologize.
They apologized, and what did they do? They gave to charities.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
I mean, you know more about that than I fucking know about it, but...
Every single one of them.
I'm just saying.
All the makeup people that did bad shit on YouTube, the first thing they did was do this apology video, and then they fucking went out and did charity work.
Right.
The same thing with that Paul guy, or whatever his name is. He did the same thing. He did charity work. Why?
Well,
if you're not going to do
because it's a way
work,
to flip your image.
I know, but if it's not, if you're not going to do charity work on a regular basis, just because that's who you are, then why the fuck are you going to do it just because you're in trouble now? What? Why? You don't think that people can't see through that shit?
I don't know. I'm just saying, I think it's fucking terrible and disgusting that a grown-ass person can make a bad decision in another country and therefore pay the fucking, pay for the crime that they committed in that country, but they're going to basically get a hold of a friend who has a lot of money and can get a hold of the president to try to get them out.
Right.
And that person is like, oh, we need to do this, and blah, 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 and puts it on social media. There's people being held in ICE installations.
Right.
You know what I mean? Who come into this country
right.
illegally. And I'm not saying that everybody that comes into this country illegally, I'm saying that they're not bad people.
Not all of them. Some of them are.
Some of them are. I'm not saying that that's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
I'm not trying to say that they're all just innocent people. No, there are some criminals that come in here and yes.
Do criminal things.
Yes, and do criminal shit.
Right.
And there is drugs
but
and everything else that flood in
most
here.
People that come to America because they think they're going to find a better way of living. They think they call this the land of the free, whatever.
Well, we advertise it as such.
Right. And
Let's just be honest.
It. Like, they honestly...
This is a land of opportunity.
That's what they think, but it's not. It's literally not. They watch movies and they think that that's the way America is. It's fucking not. Do you know how many homeless people we have? How many people that live under the poverty level? And these are Americans.
Yes. But the bad thing is like, get across the border... And if the woman is pregnant and they give birth, then those kids have to stay here while they get deported.
Right.
And then their kids get fucking put into foster care and everything else, which is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, they're literally kidnapping their children.
If somebody in this country, if you were to take somebody's kids from them and basically
give them to somebody else,
that's called human fucking trafficking.
Yeah.
Okay, that's human trafficking. You can't fucking do it. It's against the fucking law, right? But as a country, we can do that legally.
Right.
We can take children from their parents and we can basically tell their parents
back.
Yeah, we can send their parents back, take their kids and give them to other fucking people.
Right.
Right? And that's it.
Yeah, and without any consequences at all.
And I'm sure that there's a lot of people out there being like, well, hey,
they came here.
Illegal fucking immigration's a problem.
Right.
They're taking all our jobs now. They
First of all, we're not taking all your jobs because you don't even want that job in the fucking first place, or else your ass will be working that job. Half of American fucking citizens are sitting on their ass, not even fucking working.
No,
they're collecting a check.
They are collecting a fucking check. Not to say that people that come in here don't also collect, like, that do the same thing. It doesn't matter. There is a group of people within each and every one of those races that is collecting from the government and just sits at home and does fucking nothing.
Right. We were just talking about
contributes nothing. Now, the jobs that these illegals are doing, the jobs that you want so badly that they have stolen from you, is picking strawberries in the middle of summer.
Right.
I can tell you right now,
fast food
not a fun job.
No, I've done it with my friends in California when I lived in California. They all went and did it, and they're like, "Do you want to come?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll come." I didn't like it.
Yeah, nobody likes it.
I was a child at that time.
Nobody likes it.
That's back-breaking work.
Yes, it is. It's fucking terrible.
Right.
But they're making pennies on a fucking dollar.
Right.
Then you got construction companies who will bust your ass.
Yeah, they work their
asses off to the bone for pennies on a fucking dollar.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, these are the jobs that you guys want. Right. That they're taking. No, it's not. Nobody wants those fucking jobs. No. So what I'm saying is where are all these fucking famous people? Why don't you start looking into shit like that?
Right.
Keeping those family units together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Help. Actually, they're human beings.
Yeah, that's exactly it. The problem is that us as Americans don't see them as human beings. I do. I am not one of those Americans that think that that's okay. I don't think it's okay. As Americans, we are at our worst right now.
Right.
Other countries are looking at us like we're idiots.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because not only are we doing what we're doing here, but we're going to those countries that we're not allowing into our country and fucking vacationing there.
Yeah,
like fucking idiots.
So disrespectful.
It's disrespectful. I don't want you in my country, but I'm going to go to your country.
And you're going to serve me food.
Right. How disrespectful is that?
That is very disrespectful. I won't do it. I mean, I would.
do it either.
I don't know if I ever want to go out of the U.S. There's a lot of weird parasites and
But
shit.
there are a lot of people that go on vacation in Mexico, the place where we're like, you can't come to my country, but I'm going to fly into your country.
Yes.
Ridiculous. Like, really? How disrespectful is that?
It's pretty damn disrespectful.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm an Hispanic American. I was born here. I've never even been to Mexico. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to go over there and disrespect their country right now.
Oh, me neither.
You know, disrespect the people there.
I sure shit ain't doing that shit either.
If we're not allowing them in our country, then why the fuck are you going to their country?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I'm the one that came up with that.
I know you did, but it's
light bulb fucking moment
it's
for
the
me.
truth.
No, it is the fucking truth. In this country, we're all mistreating one another
For no reason.
For no fucking reason.
For no reason.
And it's bullshit.
Right.
It's fucking bullshit. This country, number one, we, like I said, basically took it over from Native Americans, right? So there's that. Then we got sick of like Britain or England's or whatever shit, and we basically did an uprising, became our own fucking country. Now, at that point, we were taking in immigrants.
Right.
Right? We're bringing them in.
Right.
Okay? Now, whether your ancestry leads back to one or the other, you were either on a boated and you came into this country, or you were boated in involuntarily.
Right.
Right? But either way, that's how this country was made.
Right.
Okay? Then we were like, this shit doesn't work. It's like slavery. We abolished slavery and said, fuck that. It's a terrible thing, which we fucking should have. But what I'm saying is as a country, we're built on all these other cultures.
Yes,
and everything.
it's not just one culture. America is not just, it's a melting pot. It's always been that way.
Yes.
And for some reason, now we've decided
we're like, shut the door.
We don't want it.
Shut the fucking door. We basically just put a fucking closed sign on shit.
But why though? Because you think your American citizens are going to be the ones that are going to keep this country running? It's not going to happen. Half of us don't want to fucking work.
Right.
And the other half they're not working, and they're taking from our government.
Yes.
Which they should. We were just talking about this yesterday, that they should make them, unless you are disabled, because disabled people should not have to work if they're disabled. They can't work. But if you are just somebody just taking from the system, and you're sitting at home just making babies after babies after babies and taking from the system, you should be somebody that they say, if you get a check every month, or you get food stamps every month, or you get this, and you are not disabled, your ass needs to go to work. I don't give a shit if it's part-time or full-time. You need to have a job. Otherwise, you don't get from the system. Because there's so many people that are not putting back into the system, which is why we are in the deficit that we are right now.
It's one of the reasons why. I mean, yeah, I think that if you're going to, and I'm all for public assistance. I'm not saying
it's the whole.
I'm all for public assistance. You need some fucking help?
Right, get
some fucking help.
I agree with that.
But there's loopholes that people of all races basically find these loopholes, and they're like, man, I fucking hit the lotto.
Right.
I don't have to do shit.
They don't have to.
I don't have to do a damn thing.
They're not made to do anything.
And the kickback that I get from the fucking government, I'm going to go buy a brand new fucking car.
Yes.
Where the hard-working people are just like, what the fuck, man? We're all busting ass for them to stay at home.
Right.
It's fucking bullshit.
Right.
Yes, you should have to prove that you are employed to basically file for public assistance, unless you're on disability.
Right.
Which I wholeheartedly agree with you. That should be the law. It shouldn't be like, well.
And honestly, like, our people that come back from fighting wars shouldn't have to prove that. They've already proved themselves. They fought a war for our country. Why aren't we taking care of our fucking military people?
Yes.
Why aren't we? They're our military. They are the ones that are protecting us on a day-to-day basis.
Yes.
Why aren't we taking care of them as a fucking society?
I don't know.
I mean, just the whole.
It's all fucked up, baby.
It is.
Man, we got real political. We jumped all over the place on this.
I know we did.
I mean, we touched on some. Yeah, it was just. I wasn't expecting to go there from the fucking Russian face app. I wasn't expecting any of that. This is usually what we do. Off camera, this is us. We'll banter back and forth on shit and just go off
at each other
all the time.
Yes.
Like, this is what we do.
You just watched our daily lives just play out.
And people are going to be like, well, unsubscribe to these motherfuckers. But it's the reality
true.
of
And
shit.
I would really, really like to know what your guys' thoughts are on some of the stuff that we talked about. Whether or not you agree with us or not, which is fine. You don't have to agree with us. But it's nice to know what other people's thoughts are, if they do agree or they disagree, and why. Because, it's always nice to see other people's perspective of things.
Yes, it is.
As long as you're respectful. Like, there's nothing wrong with having a perspective on things and being respectful. But once you become disrespectful, then I don't want to hear it.
Yes, and what I want to get out there and say is that basically, I mean, when it comes to you and I, we just look at everybody as
one.
Everybody goes through shit.
Yeah.
You got your good and bad with every fucking person that is in this whole fucking world.
Yeah, the whole
basically.
world. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just as Americans, we hold ourselves at a higher standard than other fucking people.
Right.
And that's Americans as a whole.
Right.
I love this fucking country. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like anti-patriotic or any means.
No.
I'm not. But we do hold ourselves higher than everybody else. We're like, we're the big kid on the block with a fucking stick. You piss me off, I'm gonna fucking smack you with it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And we just got to look at everybody as like, hey, man, I wouldn't want to be treated that fucking way.
No, and that's just it.
I have a family. Yeah. I wouldn't want to be separated from them.
Why are
you know what
bullying?
I mean? I wouldn't want to be disrespected by anybody.
Right.
Period.
Right.
I try to show respect to everybody.
Right.
Now, do people piss me off and I'm like, fuck you? Absolutely.
Every day.
But I don't, I just usually just don't associate with those fucking people.
Right. I get that. But like I said, we as Americans need to show more compassion. We do.
Yes.
Not only to ourselves as Americans, but to other countries.
Everything that's in this country, especially now, I don't know what's been going on in the last 10 fucking years.
It's been crazy.
But and it's not like, oh, well, this big event happened. No, because that's also happened in the past, okay? Right. Whether it be, shootings or police brutality or whatever. It's been, all this shit's been going on for a long time. Right. But all of a sudden now, as of like this last 10 fucking years, everything, whether it be a stub toe to the biggest, possible bad situation that could fucking happen, now we're treating it all as the same.
And it's not.
Okay? No. It's just like, oh, fuck, in this fucking world, this is all bullshit. You know what I mean? I stubbed my fucking toe. We need to figure out this fucking problem, on why are bed corners so fucking sharp that I smack my shin on it. Right. It's the end of the fucking world. No, it's not. You just move on with the rest of your fucking day.
Yeah,
because you get on social media and you be like, fuck sharp bed corners.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's up there with, and then a group of people are like, me too, man. I fucking bust my shit on that shit all the time. I'm with you. #fuck sharp bed corners. You know what I mean? And then that's up there with like fucking school shootings and shit.
Yeah,
it's all treated the fucking same.
No, you're absolutely right. It's just we're so hypersensitive for everything.
Everything.
And it doesn't need to be that way.
And it's bullshit.
Learn to pick your battles. And some of these battles that are being picked right now don't need to be.
Yeah, I mean, just take a step back and be like, fuck, man, was that really such a big fucking deal?
Yeah.
No, not really.
But some things are.
I mean, obviously I moved on with my day. I'm fucking fine.
Right.
I get it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's because
everybody just needs to stop jumping on bandwagons when it comes to every fucking thing.
That is it.
Because you're pulling away from pulling away from actual fucking victims or actual people that have a legitimate bitch about something.
That are being
pulling away from it.
Yeah, you're pulling away from the people that are actually being treated wrong or being racially profiled or, you know what I mean? Because it
happens. I'm not saying it doesn't happen.
Absolutely. But that's the thing, it's happening so much on social media that everybody is just pulling back and saying, I don't give a fuck.
Well, yeah, because it takes away from everything.
Yeah.
You just went from, something that really bad happens, like, let's say you legitimately were fucking, hey, I was racially fucking profiled.
And it happens.
And it does happen. I'm not saying it fucking doesn't. Or, hey, I was like legitimately fucking sexually assaulted.
Right.
Or whatever. You get these bandwagoners that jump on your fucking cause, which, you start off with a legitimate fucking cause, but you have these bandwagoners that just want to belong.
Right.
And they jump on your fucking cause and basically tear it down from the foundation. You know what I mean? And then now your cause is basically on the same level as the fucking sharp bed corner cause.
Or the ice cream liquor.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all on that same level to where it's not taken even fucking serious anymore. And people are like, you know what? I'm just tired of fucking hearing about it.
Right, and that's the problem.
I'm sick of it.
Right.
You know?
I think
bullshit.
that's where we are right now. That people are just tired of hearing about it.
Yeah, there's bigger fucking issues out there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We've got homelessness. We've got people. We've got kids that are not eating every single night. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that's the problem. You
We
know
got people being detained for no fucking reason at all.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Where there's a lot of fucking issues that are going on out there. And it's fucking awful.
Right.
It's fucking terrible. And you need to get your shit together, America, for fuck's sake. Because, enough is enough.
Right.
It's bullshit. It's all fucking bullshit.
Right.
Fix the fucking problems that exist. And you know what? Fuck off with the ones that don't.
Right.
And that's basically fucking it. Damn fucking politics just heat my fucking shit up, I guess.
What else did you have to talk about?
I don't know. Shit, I didn't even think this one was going to last this damn long.
I know, it lasted a little bit.
Yeah, we kind of drug that fucker on for a while, but I do have, some other shit, I guess. Basically, fucking in Florida, I guess you're talking about homeless, hey, there's homeless people and shit. Well, if you're homeless, pretty much just stay away from fucking Florida altogether, because Florida, their homeless problem, the way that they figured it out is they were basically like, we have a lot of homeless people down in, our cities and shit. Like, what are we going to do about it? Should we fucking dump money into it and do something about it and help these people out or whatever? And the governing forces of Florida was like, I got a great idea. We're not going to do that. We're not going to take our fucking taxpayer money, and we're not going to do that. But what we are going to do is we are going to blast that fucking Baby Shark song and chase them the fuck out of here. Which, if you've ever heard that stupid fucking kid song, that Baby Shark song, it is natural human repellent. It will literally...
I don't know if I heard that song.
Oh, you have.
Okay.
You definitely have. It is obnoxious. It's pretty much it's probably the worst of the worst when it comes to children's songs.
Are they, okay, so they're just blasting the song at night?
Yes, they're when they're trying to sleep or anything.
Is
Well,
there
they
not
can't
a
do it during the
community
day.
around them that can hear this song as well? So
I'd be so pissed.
Are they not,
I'd be
are
so
they not
fucking
upset
pissed.
about this? I don't understand.
I don't know if they're upset about it. I don't fucking live in Florida. All I'm saying is that they're basically like, that's what we're putting our money into.
They're doing what governments do to torture people and play like
it's psychological fucking warfare over there.
That's insane. Why would they do that? Why wouldn't they just... Why?
I don't know. But instead of basically being like, hey man, you need to get up, you got to move it along. Or, hey, we got a shelter. We have a shelter over here. Go get some food. Do what you got to do. Move it along. No,
so
they're basically fucking doing psychological torture.
Why?
By blasting Baby Shark.
But there's got to be like communities around there that can still hear it. They're like, okay, 10 o'clock at night, here comes the Baby Shark song.
Here comes the Baby Shark song.
That would be insane.
I can tell you right now, what they're going to fucking have is not so much as a homeless problem as
they're gonna have a riot.
A suicide fucking problem. I could not stand that. I can't stand.
I don't know what song that is.
Yes, I guarantee you fucking do.
I'm gonna have to look it up. Yes,
we have a little nephew, and they play this song for him.
Do they?
Yes, and I'm just like, every time, it's just like, just remove. I want to literally remove my eardrums
because I know
with fucking coat hangers.
Okay, I have to ask. I know that you did the research on this, or you looked it up. Where are these homeless people at? Like, are they in a secluded area of Florida, or
it's mainly like, I think it's like mainly down like in the downtown areas or the waterfront areas in Florida.
Do people not live around there?
Well, I'm sure they fucking do. Yeah, but this is what they do. They play this shit all night to get them the fuck out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's terrible. And like, I thought, if I were a homeless person in Florida, yes, I would be like, fuck this place.
I'm not saying
I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore because that song is fucking terrible.
That's not gonna help the problem. Just, you know what you're doing? You're basically just disturbing everybody else, and the homeless people could probably give you.
It's so stupid.
It's stupid. It's a
like
stupid
whose idea
thing.
was that? And not just that, but who signed off on it?
Yeah.
Who was like, well,
let's do
shit.
that.
We're having a pretty much
You know what it is? Some father has listened to that song for the last fucking month and said, "This is a terrible fucking song. I'm going to fucking poke my eyes out. This is a song we need to play."
I've heard our family play it for our little nephew.
I don't know what song
2
it
to
is.
3 times, and I wanted to eat a bullet. No, fuck no. I ain't contributing to this madness.
I don't know what song it is.
You'll look it up after this.
Okay. It's a strange thing to do. It's like maybe somebody liked the song and is like, I want to hear it over and over. I don't understand because
if there's a person that likes that fucking song, a grown ass adult that likes that fucking song, lock them up immediately. Lock them up. They're insane. They are fucking legitimately. They're criminally insane.
It makes no sense to do something like that.
It doesn't. So, Florida, get your shit together.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Basically,
like you're wasting money
get your
for
shit
no
together.
reason at all.
Here in Wyoming, I don't know if it was here in Wyoming. Yellowstone's a pretty big fucking place here in Wyoming, or in this country. So it also runs into like Montana and shit, I believe.
Yeah, it does.
But basically, even the wildlife is. I'm gonna set that down. Even the fucking wildlife, they must have heard about this fucking shit that went on in Florida. And we're basically like, no, man, those guys are fucking idiots, and we ain't having it. Because in Yellowstone, some little girl, 9-year-old from Florida.
Oh, she's from Florida?
I'm pretty sure she's from Florida. I'm gonna check my notes so I'm not misleading my audience here. Let's see here. Yes, from Florida. Sorry, but basically there's a group of people in Yellowstone National Park, and this little girl happened to be from Florida. There is a bison or buffalo, whichever one you want to call it, pretty much the fucking same. And it ran up to this girl and just flung her ass. Now she's fine. She's fine. She's lucky she's fine. But kicked her ass. Basically kicked her ass.
Close to them?
Said, this is for the homeless, and booted her sorry ass.
Obviously, they could see it coming at them. Why were they out of their vehicle? I don't know. Were they like on a trail?
Okay,
or
well, let me explain. So, if you guys here, we're both from California. Now, I'm from California, and where you're from California, basically the same fucking thing when it comes to wild animals. Now, the wild animals that we have in California are usually in a zoo.
Right.
Right? And there are petting zoos, which has your bullshit animals, which are fucking rabbits and, I don't know, house cats, ponies, fucking goats. You know, just stupid farm animals. That's your petting zoo shit. Okay? That's the wild animal experience. You know, yeah, SeaWorld, fuck those guys. And you have like, you know, San Diego Zoo or whatever. You worked at an aquarium.
Yeah.
You know, that's the wild experience you get in California. Now, when you fucking come here to Wyoming, we don't have zoos here. We don't have zoos. We do not have zoos here in Wyoming. We have national parks. Right. Now, national parks, that's about as wild as it fucking gets.
Right.
That's National fucking Geographic.
But
but hold on. People come here into these national parks and they get out of their cars because they see an elk or a moose or, in this girl's case, a fucking buffalo. Okay? And they're just like, oh, I just got to go touch this. I got to get out and touch this. This is legit nature. Okay? These animals do not give a fuck.
No.
Because to them, you're the attraction.
Right.
Right? So when you go to a national park, it's basically a people zoo. The animals come to see you. Right? And they get up and close and personal and they bitch slap us around because that's their fucking turf.
Right. Well, when we worked in the cemetery would have bears that went through there. We had a moose that went through there. Yes. We have lions.
We have lions here.
Mountain lions would go through the cemetery. Cougars. We'd have a bunch of different shit that like live animals, or we'd get a call on the radio and be like, get your ass in your truck because there's another wild animal coming through there. Not only that, but you were working around a bunch of fucking deer and elk and all kinds of shit.
Yes.
Hunting season in Wyoming, we have fucking smart ass animals.
Yes.
They come down from the mountains and come into our cities and towns.
Because you can't hunt.
No, you can't shoot them in town.
City limits.
And they're smart. So they come within city limits and they sit in your front yard because you can't do anything about it.
Sure fucking do.
So you have to, like, if you come through Wyoming during, like, September through October, which is the hunting season here, you'll see just, all the
wildlife
just walking around in town.
Yes. Absolutely. But I'm saying that these people are just like, oh, it's a fucking zoo.
You shouldn't approach them. That's
that's so cool. I'm going to go, hey, take my picture of me standing next to this fucking wild animal, and that wild animal starts beating the shit out of you.
You can't do that. Yeah,
there's fucking wolves there.
So cute. They're cute. Like, that fucking moose that came through the cemetery was the cutest fucking thing ever. It looked like a cartoon character. I was just like, wow, that is the cute, but the fucking mean as shit.
Oh, we stayed our fucking distance.
You have to stay away, but it was the cutest thing ever. It was like the cutest thing ever.
Yeah, we're like, it's all you, Bullweagle. We're out.
Cute doesn't mean that it won't fuck you up.
No, they will fuck you up.
Right.
They will beat your ass.
Yeah.
It blows my mind on how human beings are the top of the fucking food chain. These animals will fuck you up.
Yes, they will. They will.
You can shoot them, and sometimes they'll still come fuck you up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, don't come
to Wyoming. Yeah,
we don't have zoos here. We have national parks. Yeah. And when you're in a national park, you need to respect the boundary limit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of the wild animal. Now they tell you to stay, I think it's like 25 or 30 yards apart, or from the animal.
Right.
Observe it from a distance.
They mean it.
They fucking mean it. Yeah, that's not a suggestion.
Those animals are big, but they can run fast.
Oh, they get after it. They run faster than you, guaranteed. Absolutely. And now I'm telling you, and if you saw the video, and there's a video of it. Get hurt? She got a little fucked up, but she's fine.
Right.
She's gonna make.
So what happened? Did her parents just be like, "Go stand by"?
There's a group of them. There's a whole group of fucking people.
So stupid.
And they're this bison.
Every year that happens.
Every fucking year.
We get these things saying that some little kid or some lady or some guy fucking try to take a picture with a wild animal.
And gets fucked up.
Yeah.
That's your fault.
Yeah.
That's your fault, by the way.
Don't do that. They're wild.
Yeah, if you look at this bison,
animals.
Huge fucking bison. Now, if you've never seen a bison, they're enormous.
They're huge.
They're
beautiful animals.
They're way beautiful animals. Yeah. But they are. You take your typical fucking
horse.
Yes.
And it's probably like 10 times bigger.
Yes, and add a shit ton of muscle to that motherfucker, like a Clydesdale. You know what I mean? Bigger than that. So anyway, this fucking huge animal is walking around doing its animal shit, doing what it does every day. Yeah, it's just like, and there's a group, like a ring of people, basically, I don't know, 10 feet from this motherfucker. And it's finally just like, well, fuck you guys. And it fucking, now granted, the bad thing is it was a little girl that took the hit, but I mean, she's fine. But the animal basically flung her and like basically showing everybody else, fuck off. This is my fucking house.
When an animal starts coming towards you and it's in the wild, you need to back away slowly. Like, it's just don't turn around and run. You need to just start backing up.
The thing is, if you're going out there, this is what you need to expect.
Safety.
That's their fucking shit. Yeah. And not just that, but Yellowstone it's basically a giant dormant volcano.
Right.
Okay? There are hot springs out there, and where the sulfur content is so high, it's actually acidic. It's basically sulfuric acid. Yeah. And there's actual trails. It looks beautiful. I've never been. Don't want to go. But basically,
kids have been.
Yeah, they've been.
Yeah.
Not nature, not my fucking thing.
The kids go, like, when they were in school, the school will take them on field trips and shit.
Well, yeah, but nature, not my fucking thing. But there are actual pathways, and this has made news too, as of like within the last year. There's pathways out there in Yellowstone that basically said, do not deviate from this path. But you got those people that want to get that fucking perfect picture, so they deviate off the path. They actually go walk into these fucking hot springs like I said, it's sulfuric acid because of the sulfur content. If you've never been to a hot spring, and they melt. Right. They die.
Right. If you've never been to a hot spring, it's natural water that is heated by the earth.
But yes.
It's not like coming from
smells like shit.
Or anything. It's literally heated from the volcanic magma under the earth. And there's no way to regulate that heat. It's just heat.
And it smells like fucking rotten eggs. It smells like sulfur.
When they tell people don't do this, they're not saying it as a suggestion.
Like, hey, man, we just don't feel like dicking with it. Like, there's no lifeguard on duty.
Yeah, no, they're
just
saying
stay out of it
for a reason. And as adults, like adults can't fucking follow instructions. I've known that since I've been working at my job. Like, they can't follow instructions. So they're not going to follow instructions at a fucking theme park because they think it's a theme park. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I can tell you right now,
Yellowstone is a theme park. It's not a theme park.
Not everything out in the world is a fucking theme park.
No, and it's not safe. Like, just because you go to a beautiful place, like the pictures that we showed in our last video of that beautiful water, it's fucking dangerous.
It is dangerous.
When they tell you it's dangerous, it's not a suggestion. It's the truth. Like, believe what they're saying. They're saying it's dangerous because it's dangerous. These animals may look like cartoons, but they're not. They're dangerous animals. They don't know who you are. They're not going to take your feelings into consideration. They're scared. You know, they're scared. They see these people every single day. Most of the time, people are probably fucking with them, and they're done with it. Yeah. You know?
I mean, you can only take so many fucking selfies.
Yeah, so if you come to Wyoming for vacation
in Yellowstone,
it's a really nice place to come to vacation because Wyoming is actually really beautiful.
Come in the wintertime.
Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, all beautiful places to come. If you like nature, it's a really, really nice place to come.
Don't do nature.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Like I said, you know, there's animals that are just walking around out here. You know.
Yeah. They'll fuck you up.
Yeah, we got rattlesnakes that just fucking come all the time. You know?
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of places have fucking snakes. A lot of places have, you know, like down in California, there's a lot of fucking, you know, coyotes and shit like that go down there and everything else.
We got bear
that shit is here all the time.
Yeah, we've got bear that come down here all the time. We've got fucking, what are those weird animals that dig holes? What are they called? Badgers? Badgers out where we work all the time. There's badgers, there's skunks, there's all kinds of big-ass animals all the time.
Yes.
And they're cuddly and they look super cute. These things are mean. You need to stay away from them.
Yeah. They will, we have mountain lions like a motherfucker out here. They will literally come up and snatch your damn dog or cat.
Yeah, we get
and
alerts.
Use it as a fucking tasty snack.
We literally get alerts all the time that say there is a mountain lion.
Or a bear. Yeah, we get alerts. There's a bear spotted in this part of town and or moose or what the fuck ever. This place, Wyoming, is pretty much one of the places where all the wild animals are like, that's where we live. It's basically the retirement community, like Florida, like what Florida is to like old fucking people.
Right.
Basically, yes, Wyoming is the retirement community for fucking wildlife.
Right. Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
So
this is a long ass video.
Yes, it is. Is that it?
I think that's it.
I think that's it.
All
I had some other topics, but this is way too fucking long.
I'm gonna have to edit a lot of this shit out of here.
Yeah, well, some of it.
Yeah.
All right, so that's all I got. Anything you want to add?
No, I'm done.
Fucking great.
You guys have a nice Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.